Good morning, everyone. So this is actually going to be day 9 of 30 for my 30 Days of Consciousness video series. Um, and yesterday, I actually didn't get to do one, so I'll be doing day 9 now. And then today's actually day 10, so I'll be doing a second one later on. And it may follow right after this. I haven't quite decided yet. But this topic for this video is, are you functioning from spending or trading? And this came from a conversation with my nephew that's in 5th grade, and he and I were talking about money because we woke up and he was getting ready for school, and he found $1 in his pants from previous days of school. And so I said, "Oh, well, you know what you should do?" And I said, "You should say, what else is possible, and how does it get any better than this?" So both of those questions are tools from Access Consciousness. I've been talking about it a lot. It's actually what sparked these videos. So if you haven't already checked it out, check out Access Consciousness at accessconsciousness.com. There's lots of free tools there. There's lots of free tools on YouTube. And I have classes coming up. Teresa has classes coming up. We're co-hosting a certified facilitator, Dr. Andrew Gardella from Cleveland, to come to Columbus and kind of pull everyone together from the Midwest and offer some cool classes here. So back to the story. So he found the $1, and I got him to ask those two questions: what else is possible, so asking for more, and how does it get any better than this, so asking again for more. And then he started talking about how he had quarters in his pencil bag, and they were his lucky quarters. And I said, "Oh, so what happens when you spend the quarters?" And he goes, "I don't spend them, you trade them for something better." And I was like, wow, the way that he worded that was perfect. And it was just kind of eye-opening to hear a 5th grader say, well, you're not spending it, you're trading it for something better. And so where have you been functioning from spending money, where you give it up for something and you may or may not get it back, versus trading money, where you're giving money for something but you're trading it for the value of that other item? And so this is really what changes how we function around money. It's this idea of money being an energetic exchange, and knowing that it's just an energetic life form. If we were to hold up a piece of paper, it wouldn't be worth anything. But if you hold up a piece of money, we assign value to that piece of paper because everyone has bought the idea that it has value. So one of the things that they teach you in Access Consciousness with money is that you would talk with the money. You would commune with money. So when you're spending money, you would ask the object that you're going to buy, if I buy you now, can I sell you for more in the future? Are you going to make me money, or are you going to cost me money? And when you start to commune with your money like that, from a sense of, hey, if I trade you in the future, am I getting more for you? Then you're only going to, I shouldn't say you're only going to, you can create more money by doing that, because you're going to have an awareness with your money. You're going to have a consciousness with your money and the communion with your money that it knows that you're trading it for something worth value to you. So where in your life are you functioning from spending rather than trading? Where do you give without ever receiving anything? And truth, are you really giving and not receiving, or are you just not aware of what you're receiving? Because the reality is, whenever we contribute, whenever we give something, we're also receiving, if we are doing it out of pure giving. We're not doing it out of obligation. We're not doing it to expect something in return. When we truly just give to contribute to someone, then we're more aware and we're ready to receive back from them. And so I just thought that was an interesting topic, and I really wanted to share that awareness with all of you, that are we really spending money, or are you trading money? And if you're spending money, are you making money back? And I'm just going to mention it here because I've done this workbook. Gary Douglas, founder of Access Consciousness, has created a workbook called To Become Money Workbook. And it gets into all of your senses with money. How does money feel? How does money taste? What does it sound like? What does it smell like? And it just gets into your own understanding of how do you perceive money. And then he walks you through the class that he gave with all these other people, and it's really fascinating to look at this from a lens that is actually through yours. Like, it is your money. It's looking at your understanding of money and your energetic communion with money. Um, and it's just a really fascinating book. And I'll share the link with this because it really is fascinating. And he used to say do it every 2 weeks. In the foundation, he said do it every 6 months. And the reality is, you just should constantly be reading it and looking at it because it's constantly changing your relationship with money. And to see what magic that creates for you. So, How to Become Money Workbook by Gary Douglas is a great, great tool. I'll share that with you here when I finish. And again, where in your life, start to ask these questions. Where in your life are you functioning from spending rather than trading? And how different would your life be? And what would it take for you to be aware of the contribution, the giving, and the receiving that you have in everything you do? So I'm going to end this video, and then I may reflect a little bit and do my day 10. So I hope that this finds you guys well. It is really, really nice today now that it's not raining. It's finally fall weather here, which is wonderful. And you can see a little bit of the leaves changing out there. Not a lot, but we're getting there. So it should be lovely here. So thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being interested in what I do. And be sure to check out accessyourmagic.net for all of my services and opportunities. And like my Facebook page, facebook.com/accessu, in order to see what classes and fun things that I have planned, or I'm co-hosting or co-facilitating, and all those magical things. So I look forward to working with all of you in the future. Love and light.